and Snicker try to do whatever to make sure he have upper hand to kill whatever I have. So if someone try to put other trees out and try to stop you from coming out, of course you do not want to do something like this and try to attack. So this other tree is still standing there. So you should do something like, yeah, let his other trees come over to you or whatever. And then you try to set up your super heavy just to make sure that he is very online. So you can do your super heavy to go and attack him. So not to worry about your super heavy die, because we still have archeries. Definitely we can fight him. Once he try to put back his archeries to the base, definitely we have our upper hand, because our archeries already come out, and then our archeries can really have some charges. You can see that. Yeah. Then this is not the best position I want, so I need to swap these archeries to somewhere else. Definitely he have a bomber. I don't really worry about the bomber because bomber is not very strong from the starting game, and I can just put fighter. Even my fighter is very weak, just to show that I have fighter, I can stop you definitely, and my base do some defense as well. So let's do the siege now. Make sure the red line is there before you try to do your archeries, otherwise they will kill you. So when they try to do a counter attack, you just put back in. So when this is the fight, they take my archeries down. That is very bad from my side, I would say. Alright, I think I did a little bit more what do you call that, mistake on this. Now he's trying to do a counter attack. I think that is very good, but definitely I need to use my archery, my super heavy to defend. I want to take out the strongest archeries that he have. Even though I can't take that down, but it's okay. My base is still alive. I'm not very worried about that. Definitely I did a lot of mistake. I let him siege my archeries down all the way, and I didn't really use anything potential that I have. But I don't really worry about that, because you see, I also trade off some of his base HP. He also trade off some of my base HP. But definitely I will clear it up later on. Now it's like 13% down already of my base, and I have my one full archeries down because I didn't play very carefully just now. So not try to do a very quick counter attack until I have the skill to kill one of his archery. It's very easy to see. As long his super heavy is about the max bar to the skill, then you just use one of your archeries to go out. Definitely your archeries will have almost the same. Then the enemy, usually their archeries is on the half bar or maybe like 60%. So you do not see their archeries, you see their super heavy. When they're super heavy, almost like the max bar, you can just draw out one of your archeries just to do the counter attack with the skill. As long your skill landed, you have to retreat instantly, not to let your enemies snipe your archeries whatsoever with the counter attack. So it's not a very perfect defense, I would say, because I still down some of my base HP. But as long I can slow him down, so I can wait for my archeries to come back. If the enemy tries to do archeries, basically you do not want to let your super heavy to on the field, let your enemy try to skill charge. That is very bad. And since I'm not using my super heavy for any reason, so why I want to let my super heavy to go out and let the enemy have a skill charge? That's one of the reasons. And then about you can see the buff. Of course, I have the level 3 supreme buff, and the enemy side have level 2 supreme buff. That is also some differences, but I think he is doing very good because he's really bring my base down more than 20%. Based on the bar, I can see like 26% down now. So I think he's doing a very good things to bring down my base instead. Let's look at the kill report. He even killed a lot of my archeries from the mistake that I have made just now. I also killed one almost the full group of his archeries. Now he's trying to do a counter attack. Right, I just try to do. So you look at his super heavy is almost like max charge. So we can do something like this just to make sure counter siege his archeries. So my base definitely take a lot more damage, but I kill one most of his archeries. So now he's on very low. I can do a counter attack definitely. Just do something like this is enough. So now you can see because he's activated my base, so definitely I can do something like this. Just to make sure I put the pressure to him. But I'm not doing it very fast moment because some of my archery die. I still have to take some of the casualty just to make sure that I continue to put pressure instead of not putting pressure to him. So now I use my strongest archery to trade off. Even though I know my archeries will go down, I still have to do the things. But now it's going down very quickly. Definitely I have to redraw all the things that I have. Now he can do the counter attack. Definitely I in the deep problems, but I'm not very worried about that. As long my super heavy still have, I just use my super heavy of course. I can't do the skill spam now because my archery is very low. My super heavy die as well, so definitely I depends on my base to kill my opponents. I don't know why he want to retreat. I think he can take that all time just to make sure I'm going down. So I do not know why he want to retreat, because if he continue to do that, definitely I will go down without reason. Yeah. So now both of our base is activated. Definitely I want to let my super heavy to stand a little bit outside. So my troops will go to some of the auto attack. But I also try not to touch anything from your enemy, so his base is not continuously getting activated, but my base will get activated. So let's put my archery somewhere here. So if we try to do the attack, then definitely my base will do counter attack. Definitely I can't do anything at all because I do not have my troop. I have to wait for my troops to come back just to do a counter attack. And I really say that I'm not doing a very good job for those two attack siege because my archeries go down very quickly. So I have to be a little bit serious this time, otherwise my base will go down. Now it's already 50% go down. I already siege him about 20%, so I would say he is doing very good on defense and siege as well. So I need to play a little bit patience being on defensive because my base going down 50%. If I'm not on defensive now, I might lose. So let me try to do that now. So now he's trying to attack my archeries. That I'm not very worried about that because I have my archeries. So definitely he's not falling on my archeries radar, so that is still fine. So let my super heavy heal a little bit more, so I can do the siege again. And since I need to go to the defense siege, so I have to swap my my officer just to make sure I'm on this defensive mood instead of attack mood, because I can't do the attack mood correctly just now. So not sure why to do a very poor job on that. Definitely need to do more adjustment just to make sure I'm on a good side. So let's change this White Wolf back to Bird Mary, being more defensive on the next coming. So I have to wait for my full troops to come back, and he already having a full troop. I mean half of his super heavy is already there. So I really need to depend on my ATG now just to kill his super heavy. So once I kill his super heavy, he can't no longer try to siege my base. That is what I try to do. And the trade is you can see I die more than what he died, and my base suffer more than what he suffer. I think he is doing a very good job to put on those pressure to my base for this one-on-one. I'm not sure why I'm doing very poor job on this siege and this one-on-one. I might go down. That might be a very funny things to watch. But I think it's still okay to accept that I'm losing, even though my power is so strong. And my opponent is about 20 million below me. Definitely based on skill that we try to kill each other. Alright, so let's try to run a third round that see what I can do about it. So now he tried to use archeries. Definitely he already have a charge. I can't really kill him at this moment because my archeries are not on the max. So definitely I can't have an upper hand. So has to wait a little bit while. So his archeries may be on the sleeping mode. So let's do the super heavy to kill him now. And I can do this. So he killed some of my archeries because I let him charge on my super heavy. Now he tried to use the super heavy. I think that is very good as well. So I have to instantly redraw some of my archeries, not to let him do the siege and some of the skill charging. But I think he's doing a very good job, even though I try to be a little bit aggressive. But now he have a skill charge. Definitely I do not want to risk that to let him skill charge my archeries. And I think he do a very good job on those archeries to put more pressure to me. So I don't think I can kill him with that. But definitely I have another backup plan if I'm not doing well, you know. But also very hard. After the trade, you can see I have 4 of my archeries go down because 1 archery is equal to 4 personnel. Alright, so 1 super heavy is about 8 personnel. Right. So now I have my full troop. He also having his full troops. So let's do the the attack. So now he tried to do something like put the archeries out. So I also do something like this. So definitely I do something like this, and then I try to do a counter attack instead. But my super heavy going very down. I can't really trade off anything. You can see he doesn't have anything die. Instead, maybe I kill 1 other trees, but I have my 9 other trees go down. Now he do a counter attack. So that's how I try to do a kill with my skill. How about full bar? So I can land 1 of the skill. So I can, yeah. So now he really go down a little bit more. But my super heavy also are having a little bit more pressure, so I move it a little bit away. I'm not sure what is really attacking my super heavy instead. So now we have a little bit fair because because both of our troops also going down a little bit. Wow. He also doing a very smart things to let me do the attack instead of he tried to do the attack. But I can do something like this. So my archery is on the activated state, but this range might get my archery's kill. That's why I'm not going to move to front, just to make sure that my archery doesn't fall into the radius of his base to do a counter attack. But I think my base definitely being deactivated now. That's why he can do the activated things I can't do because my base on deactivated. And somehow my base go down another 10%. Now it's like 40%. If he do a next siege, maybe I will go down definitely. I just do about maybe 19% to his base. So definitely he have a very good defense, I would say. I also can't really kill his archeries. As long as I can't kill his archeries, I can't really win the war. So my target now have to kill his archeries, but I also have to be being very defensive on this stage. But try not to let him continuously to activate his base until the name of the raid become a white one, so I can play around with my super heavy, you know, so not to let him have any upper hand now. And one thing's aware that he used a war machine on the first officer, so that his archeries definitely have a faster shooting time than my archeries based on the 20% extra from this war machine. That is what he tried to do. So let's swap this up. So I have a war machine as well. on my strongest archeries. So now both of us is on the full troop again, but he still have a little bit to max. Yeah, now he max his super heavy as well. I think I can't really continuously to do the the aggressive style because my base is low. I really tried 3 times to siege him, but I definitely can't do the correct job to make him disadvantage at all. So I have to be a little bit more defensive at this point of time. If I just try to play a little bit funny again, so I might just lose this one-on-one. I mean, I'm not really taking it very serious to about win and lose, but of course no one like to lose, and that's why I try to try to speed up this war as well, because our starting time is like 9:30, now it's about 10, so it's like 30 minutes already. So definitely we need to use our super heavy to pressure his archeries instead of pressure his super heavy. So we try to do the skill things now. Now he tried to retreat a little bit more. So my base is activated. So let's do this whatever things that I want to do now. Yeah, something like this. So if he try to do anything hanky panky, my base will do the counter attack. So let's pull it back and pull my archeries a little bit back as well, just to make sure my archery is not dying too quickly enough. So let's do something like this, retreat my archeries and put it out and do the train back things. Now try to attack again. So he also continuously do that things. It's not very good for me, I would say. Definitely I need to take this. My super heavy going down very quickly. If I'm not doing this now, definitely I can't kill his base quick enough. So I just let one of my 2 archeries going down. That's fine, as long as I'm going to have a train. But at least I'm not having all my archeries going down. A little bit more on offense and try to be forced to kill him. So he also have to do a little bit defensive just now. But if I'm not trying to do a frost anytime now, so my base will going down continuously. Now I did about maybe 10% or 12%. So it's not very impressive, I would say, but just wait for the correct moment to take down his archeries. Alright, so let's keep back my archeries because I saw he tried to swap the target, but at least I already trade off some of his troops. Now his defense is very weak. Definitely I can do the trick now just to make sure that I kill him. Let's do something like this. Yep. So definitely here I'll have a red line to kill my archeries. I'm not super worried about that, because if I'm not trying to do that, definitely I can't push him, but I also have to be very defensive. But now somehow I pull his HP down to 50%. I still have about maybe 35% on my base. So I think my base somehow deactivated. I'm not sure why so quick, because my base doesn't do the counter attack to kill his archeries on the front just now, I aware. That's why I try to do a retreat. My base should really do counter attack just now, but I do not know why it's not working. That's why sometimes not sure why, but sometimes it's like that. So let's check on the battle report. Continuously I'm having all those disadvantage. You can see this one I kill a little bit more, but I have a lot more less kill by my enemy. You can see I have a lot more dying, and my base going down a lot more HP. That's why I try to be a little bit more defensive instead of try to be aggressive. And you can see he full troops getting back very quickly, so he's trying to siege me again. Definitely I need to do the defense again just to make sure I kill his strong archeries this time. So somehow I already make 2 of his archeries going very down now, but he still have one almost a full. My super heavy is not very strong now. I can't tank all the things because only like 5 tank inside. and I doesn't have my full archeries as well. So let's wait a little bit more until I have my full potential again. But let's do something like this. Hopefully my base not deactivated too quickly at any moment now. So unfortunately my base doesn't do the counter attack that I don't know why. Maybe it's really too slow from my side. That's why my base getting deactivated too quickly. That's how make my ATG a little bit useless because it's just standing from the start until now, still inside the base, not really contribute a lot. But let's check the battle report just to make sure my ATG definitely do something instead. You can see my ATG do very less damage. Yeah, that's the point, that not really use ATG most of the time, because ATG not really contribute a lot during real war or real fight, instead of just kill enemy super heavy. That's why not really like to use ATG. But for one-on-one situation, ATG is good because you can stop enemy super heavy, but not good on many situations, I would say. That's why I also want to change this ATG to another ability that I have. Even though this is like 6 star, it's not very strong, but you know, it's still good to have that. More archeries than ATG, because ATG is only focused on tank and super heavy, something like that. So now two of us are almost having a full troops. My base going down almost like less than 30%. So the next siege from my enemy, I will definitely go down if he go all in, maybe not. That's why I also try to have this defensive mood and also some of the offensive mood as well. Hopefully it's work out. Otherwise, I'm losing this one-on-one. So now I have my full troops, so let's do something like this and also put my archeries out just to make sure he want to put archeries out. Definitely I can do things, but how can he aim my super if I can't aim his? That is something funny. So let's put everything in just to have a little bit reset. So now he also do the reset. So now I put my archeries out again. I should have upper hand because I'm already out on the field. He put on the other side. That is very good from him because he can do that. I can't. So let's activate his base just to make sure that I say that I want to put some pressure. Definitely I do not want to let my archeries going down. So let's go back in now. But anyway, I already activate his base, but also not to let him kill. Yeah, that is what I try to do, just to make sure he come out. I can do the siege. So now definitely I take out all his all his archeries. So I have to do an all-in to kill his base as soon as possible. Also try to press the train button as soon as possible. This is definitely a trade, you know, because my base is super low now. If I do not want to do this trade, I might just lose the war. But also try to do a little bit defense, but not too much. But you can see somehow I can bring his base down too quickly because I see that I need to sacrifice for this big counter attack just to make sure I do not die. But he is under huge pressure, so I think I finished the job. So I do not worry whatever I have to go down. Just let it be the job done. Yeah, so now the job is done. I do not worry if he want to do any counter attack. I just finish the job. Maybe he want to do it. Yeah, he want to do it is fine. Definitely I can defend that. So yeah, so this is what happening now. All right, so let's go back and let him decide whether he want to retreat or he just want to continue to pressure my base. Definitely he can't kill my base, I would say, because I know that. Just because I know, you know. Alright, so hopefully everyone enjoyed this one-on-one, but I will say this a lot of a lot of unexpected that he can bring my base down to like I can't see the percentage, but from what I can understand, yeah, like 9%. I will say it's 10% because based on the bar, on the half bar is 10%. So he take about 91% off from my base with this one-on-one situation. And the Q radius, I will say he doing a huge better job than me, because I usually do like 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5, something like that, but definitely Q more than what I Q. The last one I don't really think is a count, because he just do all in just to see what he can do to my base. So I do not think that the last one should count, but I will say I lose a lot more than what I should from all the previous experience that I have. That is what I try to say. Yeah, I think this snaker is really doing a very good job to bring my base